Hey guys, Guggen Barbecue back, and today we're going to be cooking an American Wagyu ribeye steak, which I picked up from Walmart. Yes, Walmart. After I posted the Walmart tomahawk steak video, a lot of you guys mentioned that they have these Wagyu ribeyes, which are really good for a really good price. These are $26 a pound, and this one weighs a little less than a pound, so you can see it came in right under $20. Now, my only complaint right off the bat so far is that I wish that they cut these a little thicker. I'd be willing to pay a little bit more so I had a thicker steak and I could reverse sear them the way that I normally do it. But today we're going to do a traditional front sear. So we're going to be cooking this on my propane grill. And I know that must seem sacrilegious to a lot of people who've been watching my channel, but it's in the middle of the week. I don't have time to do the offset. You know, I usually reserve that for the weekend. But let's get this package open, let's get it seasoned up, and let's inspect the meat and see what it looks like. Alright, so it's got some beautiful marbling. It feels nice and tender. So far I'm pretty impressed. Again, I wish it was a little thicker. This is only about an inch thick. I usually like my steaks at least an inch and a half thick, but what can you do? This is all they have on Walmart for Wagyu. And for the price, it seems like it's a pretty good deal so far. So now we'll get it seasoned up and we'll get it on the grill and get this cook going. So for this steak, we're going to keep it really simple. We're going to do some coarse kosher salt and some coarse black pepper. And that's it. And I usually like to dry brine my steaks. However, this is a quick cook. It's a spur of the moment. I just felt like having a steak. Had this in the freezer, so I pulled it out, thawed it out, and we're just going to cook it up like this. But I highly recommend that you do a dry brine overnight, meaning that you put salt on it the night prior, put it on a rack inside your refrigerator, and let it sit overnight. And that way the meat will get really dry and it'll absorb that salt. We got our grill up to temperature. It's about 525 degrees. Usually I let it get a little bit hotter, but let's just throw this thing on there and get a sear. It is pretty thin. It's going to cook really quickly. Alright, so we're going to let that cook for, I don't know, about a minute, and I'll flip it. I'm going to use the keep flipping it method. Just keep flipping it until it's done, and I'm going to periodically check the internal temperature with my meat probe. Let's close this lid. And if you guys are curious about my propane grill, you can see that this is a Viking. I picked it up used off Facebook Marketplace for $150, and these are normally really expensive, about $5,000 grills. They're all stainless, they last a long time. It's been really great. I haven't had any issues with it, and the great thing about it is they make all the replacement parts. So if you need burners or knobs or anything like that, you can still find all that stuff online, even though this is a pretty old propane grill. And it is my primary cooker when I'm cooking during the week, just because it's so easy. All right, let's give it another flip. See how we're looking here. It's about 100 degrees internal temperature, so we've still got a little bit ways to go. We'll shut that down and see what it looks like in a minute. Getting pretty close to being done, guys. We'll let it go another 30 seconds and check on it. All right, so that only took a few minutes. Maybe about 4 minutes total. We're gonna pull it off and see how it tastes. So we let the steak rest for about 10 minutes. Let's cut into it. Let's see how this tastes. Let's see if this Walmart Wagyu is worth the price of $20 a pound. Got my nice Dow Strong knife, not a sponsor. All right, let's slice this puppy up. Looks like we did a pretty good job. Meat probe's at about 135 degrees. That's where I like my steaks. If you like them a little bit more well done, go ahead and cook them a little bit more. If you like them a little bit rare, cook them a little bit under that temperature. But 135 is a pretty good place for me. So now it's time for the taste test. Let's see what this Walmart Wagyu is all about. It feels very tender. We got a nice piece right here. And you can see the doneness level there. Looks great. I'm going to say, guys, this is worth picking up. So it's a little richer in flavor. I wish it was a little thicker because I just like my steaks a little bit thicker. It's extremely tender, extremely juicy. Overall, I think it's worth the price. I think this is something different. It's still not too expensive. It's something you can have during the week to treat yourself. And if you guys don't have access to like a good local butcher or anything like that, and you don't want to break the bank, this is something that I do recommend. So I hope you guys liked the video. Please share your opinions in the comments below. Tell me what you think about this. Is it something that you guys are going to try? And if you like my videos, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. So anyway, guys, we'll see you in the next cook. This was the last Walmart cook in the series. We'll be moving on to other things, other meats, and from different suppliers. So stay tuned for the next video.